Hi, it's Leona from the Jungle Farm, and I'm delighted that you've chosen to purchase one of our apple pie kits. So let me tell you what's in the kit, and then I'm going to give you a little quick overview of how you make your pie. So in your kit, you're going to find a pie plate, you're going to have some fresh apples, you're going to have 2 balls of pastry that we've made, and we will include the recipe in the bag as well as a spice bag. So if you're wanting to make your own pastry later, you'll be welcome to do that because you'll have the recipe in the bag. So that's what you're going to get in your Jungle Farm bag, and it'll be right ready for you to make a pie. So let me show you how to make the pie. So you're going to take your dough ball and you're going to put a little bit of flour down on your surface, and once you've done that, you're going to roll it nice and thin. So if you have a good rolling pin, that's great. I use these little dowels and they work great. So once I've rolled it then thin enough, I am going to put it into my pie plate. I'm going to cut the edges off my pie, the pastry. And a trick that my mom used to do is any of this extra pastry, she would then sprinkle it with a little bit of cinnamon and sugar and bake it as well. Pastry should probably not be eaten raw. So we're going to cut that off, and it is going to be ready for our filling. I use another piece in your bag. You'll have another piece, roll it thin as well, and I'm using a heart on mine to go on the top. If you would rather take the pie and put the big piece over top of it, you can do that as well. I will also like to, if I'm not going to put just a little heart, I'm going to just crimp it around with my fork to give it a little decoration on the edge. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our ingredients. So here we go. This is our pie all ready to be filled. And I'm going to use my apples. So I have apple peelers, but feel free to use a knife and just peel them yourself. So I snap the apple on, and then it's just a matter of twirling it and it peels it off. Once it's all peeled, and we can just pull it right off, and I then will take my knife and cut that up finer because this will be too big of chunks to put into my pie. So I have done that, and I've got all my nice little pieces of apple sitting here. And I now have all my ingredients for the spices. So cinnamon, my favorite. You can always put more than not. Some sugar to sweeten it up a little bit. And then finally some cornstarch to thicken it up. So those are the 3 ingredients. I like to put it in my baggie because then I can slide my apples right inside and I can shake that all up, and I'm going to have it all pre-spiced. So I'm obviously not very good at sliding apples in, but then I'm going to just shake it up. So I do it this way so it makes it really simple for all little hands to help you as well. So we're going to shake that up really well. And once we've shaken it up and got the spices all over, I'm going to dump it into my pie plate. And I'm going to have to squish that down just a smidge to get it in there. And in this case, I'm going to put a heart on top because I love my dad and I want a heart on top. But if you wanted to have your piece covered, then you need to make sure you put air vents in it, and then you're actually going to crimp after you've put the air vents in. Now this is ready to bake. It's going to be baked at 400 degrees for about 10-15 minutes, and then you're going to drop the temperature down until you see the bubbling of the apples. And voila, you will have a finished apple pie to enjoy with Dad. So happy Father's Day. Enjoy making your apple pie, and we hope that you come back and see us at the Jungle Farm.